Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another true crime talk video. So today I'm going to be updating you guys on the Vanessa Guillen case, and if you haven't already seen my first video on her disappearance, you should definitely check it out, but I'll go ahead and just give you guys a quick rundown on where we last left off. So Vanessa was a 20-year-old girl who went missing on Wednesday, April 22nd of 2020 from Fort Hood Base in Texas. She was originally stationed in South Carolina and Virginia before being transferred to the Fort Hood Base in Texas. Now shortly after transferring, Vanessa told her mother, Gloria Guillen, that a sergeant was sexually harassing her and that she was afraid to report it in fear of retaliation. Vanessa's mom then told her, if you don't report it, then I will, but Vanessa asked her mother to not get involved and that she would take care of it by herself. In fear of her mom getting involved, Vanessa did not disclose the name of the person who had been harassing her. Then 3 weeks later, she goes missing. Vanessa was last seen in the parking lot outside of her regiment headquarters on Fort Hood Army Base in Killing between 11:30 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. Investigators had found her car keys, barracks room key, military ID card, and wallet in the armory room that she had been working in. Later, her car had also been found in the same parking lot where she was last seen. Vanessa's family immediately demanded for answers after learning about her disappearance. So the U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command launched an investigation into her disappearance and are now offering a reward of up to $50,000 to anyone who can provide credible information that could lead to her whereabouts. So moving forward to what we know now, Vanessa's parents and two sisters, the family's attorney, and U.S. Representative Sylvia Garcia met with Fort Hood officials for an update on the investigation. The two officers provided the family with a timeline of the soldiers' last known whereabouts based on phone records, credit card records, and interviews with other soldiers who saw her that day. They also learned that due to an altered schedule because of the coronavirus precautions, Vanessa wasn't even supposed to work on the day of April 22nd, but was called in, which is why she wasn't in uniform when she was last seen at the armory room. Apparently, she didn't enter any of her security codes at work, and she wasn't caught on any video cameras. Phone records from Sprint were shared that show the last activity on Vanessa's cell phone was at 11:30 a.m. on April 22nd. The physical location of her cell phone still remains unknown. Now on Tuesday, June 23rd of 2020, U.S. Representatives Sylvia Garcia, John Carter, and Roger Williams announced that the Army investigators now suspect foul play. It has also been announced that the FBI, Texas Rangers, Bell and Coryell County Sheriff's Department, as well as other departments are also participating in the search for Vanessa Guillen. And a day before the press conference on June 22nd, Texas EquuSearch helped search the Leon River in Bell County for clues. And if you're wondering what Texas EquuSearch is, they are a rescue organization dedicated to searching for missing people. So on Wednesday, June 24th, the Texas EquuSearch team continued their search for Vanessa, and here's what the founder Tim Miller said in a statement. Quote unquote, I think we found some things and they're doing some testing on some things. If it has anything to do with it or not, I don't know. We were all pretty optimistic on it. We won't know for sure until results come back from the lab. So after looking through several articles, I couldn't find what exactly it is that they found, so maybe they just can't release that information right now, but I really hope that whatever it is they found, it can lead them closer to Vanessa. Now, according to the family's attorney, Natalie Coam, it has been reported that when it came to answering where Vanessa was during the multiple check-ins required for soldiers, the commanders quote-unquote tiptoed around that. The family's attorney also said that the supervisor responsible for one of those check-ins admitted that he did not see Vanessa, even though he had said everyone was accounted for in the barracks room back on Wednesday, April 22nd of 2020. So now it sounds like he's changing up his story and acting pretty suspicious if you ask me. Unfortunately, the family wasn't told who exactly called Vanessa into work that day or who was supervising her, but they obviously don't want to tell them because there's just no way they don't know who her supervisor was. That's like a school principal saying that they don't know who your child's teacher is, even though you know they have the ability to find out. And I don't know, I mean, it honestly just seems like they're withholding a lot of information from the family. It seems like they're beating around the bush and possibly trying to cover up for somebody. But that is just my opinion. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. So anyways, the Guillen family is calling for a congressional investigation into the base's search efforts, arguing that the Fort Hood base failed to search for their missing daughter sooner. The family's attorney said in a statement, quote unquote, there are so many gaps and holes, We demand Congress to investigate for the family. I feel like we are not going to resolve this down here. We need the higher ups now. She also added that she hopes a congressional inquiry will uncover what the family believes to be a military cover-up. And since Vanessa's disappearance, women in the military have shared their stories of sexual harassment and assault while on duty as a part of a social media campaign started by Myra Guillen, Vanessa's older sister. The family attorney, Natalie Coam, has also began collecting testimonies from women in the military who wish to share their stories of sexual assault and harassment. She plans to present women's testimonies to Congress to encourage legislation to protect against sexual assault in the military. So this is quite a bit of information since we first learned about her disappearance, and based on the facts, it's beginning to point more and more towards someone on the base. It could even be more than one person for all we know, but unfortunately the Army investigators are not being forthcoming with information. It's definitely starting to look more suspicious. I think someone will eventually slip up and we'll find out the truth. There's a saying that goes, what's done in the dark will always come to light. So I really hope Vanessa's family can soon get answers and find out what happened to her. So before closing out today's video, I would like to mention that there's a GoFundMe page for Vanessa and you can help by signing the petition, so I'll go ahead and leave a link to that down below. But that is it for me today. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on the case. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and I'll see you in my next one.
Where'd you go?